there, it's Anders from Transforming ADHD. Do you know what happens inside of you when you procrastinate? Or do you just procrastinate and get all irritated about it, frustrated? In this video, I'm going to tell you what happens inside of you, or at least what happens in most people with the ADHD diagnosis when they procrastinate. I also want to tell you what you can do about it. So when you procrastinate, oftentimes you think about it as you being a procrastinator, you procrastinating. But you want to notice one thing about yourself and how you procrastinate is that a part of you really wants to be focused, wants to do the assignment, whatever that is, the task in front of you. And this part is the motivated part of you, motivated to do the job. Now then there's the other part of you, the unmotivated part of you, the part of you that wants to procrastinate. This one comes up as wanting to do it, getting frustrated about not doing it, and knowing that you have responsibility for doing whatever it is that you want to do. This part may come up as sudden tiredness, sudden longing for coffee, or just a flickering focus that wants you to look at something else. In school, this may be always listening to what's going on around the room to figure out where else more interesting conversations are going on that will derail you from doing this. Now, when you procrastinate and when you feel like a procrastinator, it's because this part of you has more power than this part of you. These parts of your personality, the motivator or the motivated part of you and the procrastinator part of you, are really parts of your personality along with hundreds or maybe even thousands of other parts of your personality that wants to help you. See, this may sound weird. This one obviously wants to help you being motivated, getting you to do whatever it is you set out to do. This one, the part of you that is younger in you, that has been with you for a longer time, doesn't want to do the job. He has, or she has, it has a really short-sighted view on things and wants you to just have fun. Just relax. Just don't do anything. Just chill. Just whatever it is that gives you really short-term pleasure. This one has a bit further reach in its imagination and wants you to succeed in the long term. So we have long-term thinking versus short-term thinking. The interesting thing, and the really interesting thing, is that these two want the same for you. If we look at it, if we were able to ask this part, and we are, I'll get back to this in a later video. If we ask this part of you what it wants to help you with, it wants to help you succeed, get things done, succeed, so that you can have fun, feel good about yourself, and master things. Now this part over here has a really short attention span, and it just wants you to have fun and feel good about yourself. So feel good about yourself comes out in both parts of your personality, which you probably didn't know, that this part of you, the procrastinator, wants you to feel good about yourself. Oftentimes when parts of our personality gives us problems, it's because they don't fulfill the task they set out to do. So if the procrastinator wants you to feel good about yourself, it's doing a shitty job because you know as an adult person or a teenager that this is really more important than just chilling out. So this one is no longer fulfilling its purpose of helping you feel good about yourself. What you can do is train this one. Every time the procrastinator comes up in you, you can help it understand just by a simple internal dialogue. Well, part of me that wants to procrastinate, you, the procrastinator in me, please help me get this task done so that I can feel good about myself and get whatever I need to do done. in the right amount of time, and whatnot. So actually do that inner monologue, inner dialogue with that part of your personality. Also, when you're in that situation, call up the motivated part of you. Let it know that you really want it to perform right now. So this is an example of transforming ADHD from the inside out. That's why I call this series Transforming ADHD, because we're looking at how can we do this from the inside out, so we don't need timers and beepers and people to keep us on task all the time. We can actually change from the inside out how we address problems, how we manage our time, how we do things, and how we stop procrastinating and actually commit to doing the things we want to do. I hope that helps you and that you feel that motivation in you and start doing whatever it is that you need it to do. If you're inspired, if you feel this makes sense to you, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and head over to transformingadhd.com, and I'll see you there.